Right. So this is question number 2014. Question number 12. Right. So if we go to the question. Right. So what does it say? This says there are 6 participants. So this is part A. So there are 6 participants in a youth sports conference, and each school is represented by 3 players, comprising of a cricketer, a soccer player, and a hockey player. It is required to select a committee of 6 members from among these players. Okay. Right. So what does this say? This says, you know, this even in the first what do you call the explanation, it says a lot of some stuff. So they say there are 6 schools, right? So let's consider schools as A, B, C, D, E. So then in each school there are 3 players. So one cricketer, one soccer player, and one hockey player. Right now, so this is what the sum says. Right. Then what? Then they are asking. So in a committee, what do you call? So in a what committee is this one? So some sports committee or something needs 6 people. Right. So this is basically the idea of some. This is the background of it. What do they say? They say if 2 players from each sport must be included. Right? So now, wait a second. So how many people are there for cricket? So from each sport 1 person, that means there are 6 people. For soccer, there are 6 people. For hockey, there are 6 people. Right? So what does the first question say? They need 2 players from each sport to be included. Right? So now for us to get 2 players out of 6 of one sport is what? 6 C2, no? From 6 you choose 2. Right? So now what do we need now? We need all these stuff. So that means, what does that say? That means selecting 2 players of each sport to the committee. This is going to be 6C2 into 6C2 into 6C2. Correct? There are 3 sports. Right now, so basically this will come up to what? So now we have to put this down. 6 minus 2 is 4, then 2. So when this is you need 3 of these, so that means power of 3. Right now? So don't now multiply by 3, yeah? ये मोड़े करने पा, right? So it's basically the terms. So here here you will get, so 4 is here, 6 is here. So then you will get 15 cube, that is 3,375. Right? Right, so let's go to part B. So what does part B say? So now part B, no, sorry, part 2. So part 2, what does it say? It says if 2 players from each sport must be included in such a way that all 6 schools are represented. Right. So what does this say now? So from each sport there should be 2 people. Right now? So there should be 2 people from each sport. Right now. So basically now each sport has 6 now. So each sport has 6 players altogether, as in each sport has 6 now. So now if only from one school they can be taken, right? So now let's consider you take 2 players of cricket, right? So then that 2 schools are already taken. So then two schools are already taken. So then there are only 4 more to select the, let's say, the soccer people. So from 4 you select 2. Then there are only 2 schools remaining because now 4 people have been taken from 4 different schools. So then there are only 2 people remaining. So from that you will need to select 2. Right? So this will be that combination. Right? So basically you will get what? So this will be 1 now. Six times 5 is 30. 30 times 3 is 90. Right now? Right. So part 3. So now part 3 is very. It can easily go wrong. Right. So understand this properly now. Now. What does this say? This says if 2 players from each from 2 schools and 1 player each from the 2 of the remaining schools must be included. Right? So then there should be 2 players each from 2 schools. And then one each from 2 schools. Right now? This is what they're saying, no? Right? So first of all, let's so now for us to get two players from two schools, right? Two players from two schools and the remaining two people from the two schools. So now this should be done first, no? Right? So we can consider number of ways. So number of way of selecting two schools out of the 6 schools. That is 6C2, no? Right now. So now we selected two schools. Now that's done. But then we have to select two people from that selected school. Now the selection of schools is done. Right? For this situation, the selection process is already done. Right? So now for each school there are 3 players. Correct, no? So from those 3 players we need to select 2 players. Right, no? Correct? Then what does that mean? So now selecting 2 players out of the 3 players from the selected schools. Now the selection is already done. So that is basically from 3 you select 2. Right now? So what does that mean? So that means this situation. So number of different ways of selecting two students from two students each from 2 schools. So that is basically 6C2, and then there are 2 schools. So 3C2 into 3C2. Right now? So this comes to 135. Right? So now we only have done like 1/3 of the question for now. So let's see the next one. Right, so basically the first part is done. Okay, then what? So now then there are 2 we have to see. So now how many schools are remaining now? 4. So now out of 4 you should select 2 schools. So first we'll do that. So here now this one, so 1 each from 2 schools, 2 of the remaining schools. So selecting 2 schools from the remaining 4 schools. That is 4C2. Right? So there are 4 schools. We have select 2 schools. So 4C2. Right? Then what? Then we need number of different ways. So then again number of different ways of selecting one player out of 3 players of a selected school. Right, so from a selected school, so there are 3 people, so here is 3 C1. Clear? So basically if we need number of different ways of selecting one student each. So this one, one student each from two schools remaining that will be what? So 4C2, and so then there are 2 selected schools. That means 3C1 into 3C1. So this comes up to 54. Right? So what's the total combination of both of these? So then total number of combinations will be what? Will be this 135, which was before answer. This was that one. This was what? 6C2, 3C2, which is 135 into this 54. You will get the answers 7,209. Hello, so part B, series question. So now in this question, so they have given UR, which is R squared minus R minus 5 R plus 1 R plus 4 R plus 5. Right, so question, so the second B part of this one, right, so B part of this is, so they have given UR like this, right, then they are asking us to comparing the coefficients of R, so that there exists an A and B such that R squared minus R into 5, this part can be written as A times R squared minus 1 R plus 5 minus B R squared R plus 4. Right now? So now what are they saying? So we have to find A and B. So what I am going to do is, I am not going to compare all the coefficients. I am just going to compare the most obvious one, as in the most easiest one. I am going to compare R cube. That is what there is no R cube here, that means 0. A has 1 and minus B has 1. Right? So basically A equals B. So then what I am going to compare is that the constant, that means which is R equals 0. Is minus 5. So if I take here minus 1, 5, this is going to be 0. Right? So R square equal to 0. So here you will get minus 5 equals minus 5A. So A is going to be 1. So since A is going to be 1, B is also going to be 1. Right? So basically R square minus R minus 5 can be written as R square minus 1 R plus 5 minus R square R plus 2. Right? Right. So we have found A and B. Now what are they saying? So now they are saying find FR such that UR is equal to FR minus FR plus 1. Right. Okay. So now we can write UR now. So UR is what? UR is this. So UR can be, so this part can be written as what? R square minus 1 R plus 5 minus R square R plus 4. Right? This is the upper part divided by R plus 1 R plus 4 R plus 5. These you are correct. So now I am going to take these two parts separately. So I am going to expand this as well. R minus 1 R plus 1 R plus 5 R plus 1 R plus 4 R plus 5 minus so I will write R into R plus 4 R plus 1 R plus 4 R plus 1. Right, so now it's a case of cutting it off now. Right now, so now here when this is R minus 1, this has become R. So basically you have added 1 up. Here also when is R, this is R plus 1. When R plus 4 is R plus 5. So this is basically FR. This is FR plus 1. Right? So you also write what FR is. So FR is R minus 1 R plus 4. Right? Right. So we have found out UR as this now. Right. Now it's pretty straightforward now. Now since UR is FR minus FR plus 1. Right, so what I am going to do is I am going to take when R equals 1, that is U1, F1, F2, when R equals 2, U2, F2, F3, when R equals 3, U3, F3, F4, when R equals n minus 1, Un minus 1, F n minus 1, Fn, R equals n, Un, Fn minus Fn plus 1. Right, so you add these up. That means these two get cut off. These two get cut off. So this will get cut off from somewhere here. This will get cut off from somewhere here. This will get cut off. So if you add these up, it becomes U1 plus U2 plus U3 plus Un minus 1. 2n will be equal to f1 minus fn plus 1. Correct, no? Right? Then this is basically what? R equals 1 to n. You are, what is f1? Of course fr. fr was r minus 1 r plus 4. Right, so if you put f1, 1 minus 1 is 0, so this is going to be 0, minus fn plus 1 is going to be what? n plus 1, n plus 1. So basically they are asking us to show that it's basically equal to minus n plus 1, so 0 is not needed anyway, right? No? Yeah, so now right, so they are asking this limit n goes to infinity minus n plus 1 n plus 5, right? So this is basically the usual thing that we do for the to show if it's convergent or not. So n becomes infinity. So then you will get limit n goes to infinity. I'm going to take the minus thing out, right? I'm going to take n squared out. That means I'm going to take n from each one out. That means 1 plus 1 over n, 1 plus 5 over n. No problem. So then when we put infinity, this becomes 0. This also becomes 0. Then you can cut one of these off. Then you will get minus limit goes to infinity 1 over n times 1 into 1. Correct. Now this goes to also 0. Correct. That means this goes to 0. So this is the real value. Therefore, the series is convergent. Right? So basically the series or the infinite series is convergent. Right? No, correct? No? Right. So write this down. Right, so now let's go to the last part. They are asking us to find r equals 3, from 3 to infinity 3 ur. So I'm going to anyway take 3 out. Ur, right? So this says we are starting from 3, not from 1 and 2. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 and 2. And because I added up, I have to reduce it, subtract it. Right? So if I add this u1, u2, I can put this from 1 to infinity. Right? Clear? 3 is anyway out. 3 my dear. 3. Then this becomes r 1 to infinity ur minus u1 plus u2. Right? So this is basically 0. That's what we found before. Now lot of people do this mistake. Now they think U1 and U2 is F1 and F2. That is different. U1 and U2 is not F1 and F2. U1 is what? U1 is F1 minus F2. And U2 is F2 minus F3. And these get cut off. Right now? So 3 times. So F1 is what? If you put 1 here, it's going to be 0. So 0 minus 0 plus F3. What is F3? 3 minus 1. 3. 3 plus 4. 3 into 2. 3 into 7. Right?